All right, so boom. In today's video, we are going to be talking about this whole tussle between Meg the Stallion, DJ Academics, and Tory Lanez. Now, it was a lot of back and forth. I mean, I was looking on my screen all morning. I fell asleep, woke up, it was still going on. And I'm just like, I thought we wasn't supposed to be talking about this case online. But hey, the powers that be had everybody chiming in about how they felt. This person going at that person going at this person. And it just was a whole lot of. So we are going to talk about this in this video. However, if you are viewing this on the playback and you are not viewing it live, you can skip past the intro, but we are about to play the intro to allow some live viewers to trickle on in. Okay. See you in 3 minutes.
We are out here in Beverly Hills with Raz B. I haven't seen you on the scene in a minute, so let the people know what you've been up to. Hey, what's up? I got Amara La Negra here with me tonight at the A Toast to Young Hollywood event. Hey guys, so I have the beautiful Layla Ali with me tonight. So I just want to first start off by saying your Instagram is an inspiration to go on a path to eat healthy. And you know, it is your 50th birthday. You don't look a day over 25.
You know what?
Let us know how you do it.
First, everybody always say that. I think that's so cliche, and people know you don't look 25. Now, if you would have said maybe 40.
Hey, what's up? You're watching Neek at Night, and we have Keith Powers with us tonight.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
You know, a lot of girls was like putting you as their, man crush, and you was their, aspiration to take you off the market. And when you came out with Bay, you crushed a lot of people. Like, Hey guys, so I have Daniel Cormier with me tonight, and it's crazy because my first UFC fight happened to be your fight.
I'm glad you were able to watch the first fight and it was mine and I won, because that could be some bad memories.
Right, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen it and I seen him
I thought I
come,
was gonna get my ass kicked.
yeah,
Look at you.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell a lie, okay? I'm gonna keep it honest. Definitely experience, you guys. That's Amarian, and we're at his word for word screening. It was super dope. Make sure you check it out. It drops tomorrow, and you don't want to miss it.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
It's your partner, Big Boy. What's happening in the voice of Los Angeles? Hello. You know what I do at night? I watch Neek at Night. Show you right. You thought I was going to say something crazy. Thought I was going to say something disgusting and nasty. Yeah. But guess what? When I watch that Neek at Night, I may be doing something disgusting and nasty. Look at her. Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. If this is your first time here, over here, we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now and turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I post another video. But just know, keep in mind that over here, this is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody. This is a channel where I talk about celebrity news and gossip and give my opinion on trending stories. I'm a woman who has a website as well. I sell lingerie, adult toys, sexy pajamas, and I even got stuff for going out to the club, nighttime wear, all of those goodies for you as well. You can find this along with a whole bunch of other new goodies. You can find this at www.neekatnight.com. I'm just going to do a live video and we're going to get this done, and it's going to be bada bing, bada boom. All right, and just like that, we are live. Okay, so today we're going to be going over this back and forth with Meg the Stallion, Tory Lanez, Akademiks, and talking about it and getting you guys' opinion. As you guys come in, as y'all heard on the intro, I want you to like the video and share the video. Like, for some reason, YouTube, it be like we be having our months. Like, this is one of the months where they just not sending out my notifications. They are not like notifying my people. And, it's frustrating. So in order to let the people know that we live, baby, I need y'all to like the video and then, share it. Okay. How y'all doing today? In California, it has been raining, y'all. So, I got my hoodie on again. So, anyways, let's talk about this. So, as you guys know, Tory Lanez has been accused of shooting Meg the Stallion, and they have been going back and forth for, is this year 2, year 3? How long ago did this happen? It's been a while that they have been going back, forth, and back about this situation. Tory Lanez claiming that he's innocent, Meg the Stallion saying that he shot her, and a lot of people feeling like Rock Nation was behind some of the smear campaigns that was put out. And Tory Lanez was then put on a gag order that he was not able to respond about the case. And Meg the Stallion kept, speaking about it. And my position was, if Tory can't talk about the case, I didn't feel like, she should be able to talk about the case where he can't respond and defend himself. And it's just been a whole lot of. However, they had a court date today. And in the court date, I guess there was a continuation. And before court started, Akademiks tweeted out that there was no DNA found on the gun, and Meg the Stallion did not like what he had to say and basically called him out for saying that as there was no actual court proceeding today. It just was kind of like, we meet, we figure out like, okay, I have some things in discovery, you have some things in discovery, we have things that we're going to be going over, but we're going to continue the matter until next month or till April to talk about it. So I'm going to share with you guys, we're going to go through how all of this went down over on the Neighborhood Talk. So I'm going to share my screen and just give y'all the play-by-play that y'all already done seen, child. We done been seeing this all day. We done been seeing this all day. So DJ Akademiks, he writes and he says, it was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg the Stallion case. So when he posted this, a lot of people started to be like calling her Meg Smollett. A lot of people started saying that, she was lying. But this whole feeling of her not necessarily telling the truth has kind of been building up as people have been, saying this for quite some time. As she gave bits and pieces of the story, then stuff started to come out, and then like people were piecing stuff together, stuff wasn't adding up. So for a long time, people have been kind of saying that they felt like she wasn't really telling the truth, and then her PR would come in and then they would like swing it another way. So then people would go at Tory and be like, well, Tory shot her, and then it would get swung again this way and that way. And they have been taking this whole swing back and forth of, you shot me, no, you're lying, you're, what I'm saying, back and forth. So this whole breaking news revelation, it went with the buildup of people feeling like she wasn't telling the truth. She had already been going at it with her label 1501, and they had their back and forth because they have a court proceeding, and she just went off, So once she went off, Akademiks went off, Tory Lanez went off, and it was off to the races. And who could bump them Twitter fingers the fastest? This person bumping Twitter fingers, this person bumping Twitter fingers, and it's just back and forth and forth and back. And we just gonna read through it. So as it states, like I said, it says that there was breaking news that there was this non DNA on the weapon. Okay. To that, Meg replied and she said, court ain't even started. So why y'all ready to start lying? Child. Anyways, it says, court ain't even started. So why y'all ready to start lying? She says, I know some of y'all blogs on payroll, but please don't get sued trying to create a hate campaign. Be a real journalist and post facts. And to my haters, keep making yourself look stupid. I don't care. Y'all got breaking news 15 minutes before court started and nobody has even been called in yet. Y'all trying to win a social media campaign. This is my real life. Y'all trying to get retweets, spreading false narratives. Akademiks, why are you lying? What did you gain? Okay. And that was her replying to him saying that it was breaking news that there was no DNA on the weapon. Okay. So she said, what's even more effed up is this public-ish is all this is all public record and nobody even cares to read. Only thing that happened in court today was it got pushed back to April 5th. But y'all will get a lie trending. Imagine how I feel reliving this ish every day publicly. It hurts. I'm so tired. Okay. And then Tory Lanez enters the chat and I'm like, Tory, I thought they said you can't say nothing. But I guess he been subliminally saying stuff for the last month. And he said, you can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today. So he is feeling fed up with the way that Meg's team has been handling this. And somebody said the live froze. Are y'all there? Are y'all there before I continue? Are y'all there before we continue? I'm just saying, I don't want y'all not to be here. I wish like StreamYard would. This is why I like to go live on OBS because I can make myself as big as I want. Okay, y'all here? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we gonna continue. So Tory Lanez said you can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today. Okay. Then Akademiks doubles down on what he said, and he came back and he said, update. Tory Lanez's trial adjourned till April, with Tory's lawyer telling the court they have completed DNA results from the prosecution, which is very pleasing to his client. I saw this doc myself. It literally says it was inconclusive in finding Tory's DNA on the gun or magazine. Tory's trial adjourned with his lawyer bringing up in court the fact that they got DNA results from the prosecution that says that they can't verify by DNA that Tory ever touched the weapon. Okay. So that was what Akademiks said. And from him saying that what he got back was that there was inconclusive findings, it is different than there is no DNA on the weapon. So Akademiks kind of misspoke. Okay, he used the wrong language because when he first came out, he says it was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon. Now, a DNA not being found on a weapon and DNA being inconclusive is a flip of the coin. So it's basically saying there's something there, but we can't tell what it is. It's not saying that there was no DNA of Tory's. It's just saying with that, however it was handled, we can't conclude what the events of it was. Like if he actually handled it that day, it's inconclusive in our findings. So it's not really the same thing. Okay. So then Meg the Stallion, she reposted a text message that Tory Lanez had sent to her the night of the incident. So I guess that night or the next night or whenever this text message happened, Tory Lanez had sent her a text and she posted it in response to him saying that she can't lie and tweet her way out of it. She posted it and it says, him texting to her, Meg, I know you're probably never going to talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know that I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart and I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, shit should have never happened and I can't change what I did. I just feel horrible. Now, Meg the Stallion, she commented and she said, lie your way out of this. If you ain't do ish, what you apologizing for? The lawyers got your phone records and mine, all your texts. They got you recorded on the jail phone talking to Kelsey, apologizing and begging us not to talk. Okay? So in the text, now, just like I'm going to be honest about Akademiks misspeaking and not really saying the right thing, I'm gonna be honest about what this text messages shows, being that we all seen the live video and we've also heard, that he was dealing with Kelsey at the time and he was flirting with Kylie. In the video of that night, you can see that he was flirting with Kylie. So this, to me, it does not prove that I shot you. It just, to me, it's showing that I feel bad that, I acted a way that I should not have acted, like whether it be I was flirting with Kylie, whether it be, the jig is up about, me and Kelsey, or that's hitting the fan and the way it is. So it doesn't really say I shot you, I'm sorry for shooting you, but Meg Thee Stallion was alluding that this was what the apology was for. Okay? And Tory Lanez responded to that and he said, "Good D had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun that though." Okay? So that was him saying, hey, you trying to spin this as I said I'm sorry for shooting you, when actually I was apologizing because shit hit the fan and I was fucking both of y'all. And this is, what I was really apologizing for. And he's saying that's what it was. Now, reading it, it can be that. It also can be apologizing for powing her too. It can be either one. So it's not really conclusive that that's what he was apologizing for, just like it's not conclusive that his DNA was or was not on the weapon. All of this stuff is inconclusive. The text message is inconclusive. The DNA is inconclusive. All of this information is inconclusive because everybody is giving bits and pieces and bits of the story. And it's just like, you just want to get all of them and be like, what the heck happened? Like, stop playing in our face. Like, what is it? I'm tired of this person spinning this way and that person spinning it this way. And you could tell each side is basically playing a tug of war of public opinion, like, I'm gonna say black girl magic or whatever, black girl rock. What did she say about black women? What did she say? Child, black girl victim. What was it? Black girl. Oh, protect black women. That's what it was. Child. Oh, I drew a blank. I'm like, what was it? Yeah, so she trying to spin it with, protect black women and black women this, and he trying to spin it like, girl, you ain't telling the truth and blah, 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 blah. And so it's this whole tug of war of, no, let me get the people on my side. No, let me get the people on my side. No, they better be on my side. And it's just this tug of war and back and forth. And us as the audience, we just looking back and forth like this, like a game of tennis. And it's like, I just want to reach in and catch the ball from the game of tennis and be like, look, who did what? Stop playing with me using these, little buzzwords to try to rile up emotion and tell me what the heck happened. Was you messing with him? Was he messing with Kelsey? You didn't deny that part. Okay, cool. So we're going to say that really happened. Okay, he was messing with you and Chelsea. You never denied that. Every time that came up, it rocked. Okay, cool. All right, you said that you didn't want this to, be reduced down to two friends having a cat fight. Okay, cool. What is the cat fight over? Why are you and your best friend in the back having a cat fight? It's more than just a cat fight. Then what the heck is the issue? Tory, did you shoot the girl or not? You keep saying, you didn't, but then you keep leaving out pieces too. She leaving out pieces too. We looking at the wounds, we looking at the this, we looking at the that. And I just want to grab the ball from y'all playing this ping pong back and forth. And it's just like, stop playing with us. Either y'all gonna tell us what happened or y'all need to just let y'all courts handle it. Because we the people is tired. We the people is tired. We've been having this whole back and forth. It lands us in the same spot every time. Every time stuff gets to cooking up and Meg say something and Tory say something, we the people, we always feel like, okay, well, now somebody about to just spill it. And then we end up in the same spot we always end up for the past couple years. Each time y'all do this ping pong, we end up in the same dead middle spot. I don't want to be in the middle spot no more. I want to know what happened, or I want y'all to shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. If y'all not going to say at 8 o'clock, we drove to Kylie's. At 10 o'clock, we was in the car. At 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock. If y'all not going to give us a line by line by line by line account of the night, then shut up. Because each of y'all start at 5 and then we end at 11. Then we go back to 7. No, y'all skipping around and each of y'all is telling pieces and bits that y'all want to tell. No, tell it all or don't tell it at all and let us just wait for court. Shut up. Shut up. Because each time you get us in y'all business, we back here. The same spot. The same damn spot. The same spot, child. And it's I'm tired. We tired. Everybody tired. Just like Kanye. Kanye, we tired. We the people tired. We entertain, but we tired. Because it's real lives involved and it's real life situation going on. And we tired. So anyways, let me let me read through some more. Okay. So Akademiks, he wanted to also chime in further, and he said, by the way, Meg can get the same document that they referenced in court today. Hopefully she's entitled to see what the DA will be using against Tory, being that she is the victim. It's part of discovery. Ask the DA what the completed DNA test said, then come back and apologize to Big Ack. Okay? And then Melly, who is Tory Lanez artist, says, facts are facts. But when you're in too deep, the act must go on. No evidence, just power. Saving face in a false narrative. All right. And that is her basically backing up Tory Lanez and saying that, when you have power, when you have influence, the show must go on and you got to have that. It's my story and I'm sticking to it narrative. And, that's just what it is. She said, that's my boss and I'm going to stick to it. She said, to see something with my eyes is just different to just deride. Okay. So she's saying that she's seen something with her own eyes that makes her back Tory. Okay. And so she said, Big Act, little boy, please. Why would you post there was no DNA found? Okay, so this is Meg Thee Stallion's responding to Akademiks. Okay, because he said, get back to Big Act or whatever, right? So now she back talking to Akademiks. So she says, Big Act, ? Little boy, please. Why would you post there was no DNA found, but now saying it's inconclusive? How are you specifically able to see documents before they come in court? What you saying is his lawyer is sharing evidence with bloggers? Got it. Take your big A on somewhere. Okay. And what she said right there, no DNA versus something being inconclusive is two different things. Okay. And she said that he ain't Big Act, he a little boy. Okay, she said, you little boy, if you don't go sit your butt down somewhere and quit playing with me, court ain't even started. Okay. And so then Partisan entered the chat. So Partisan is dating Meg Thee Stallion. He entered the chat and he said, put the phone down. Let's link, you and me. Ain't nothing to talk about. Okay. So Partisan wanted to enter the chat, to which Tory Lanez said, Pardi, we've had this encounter. You did nothing. Put your phone down, big fella. So that was Tory Lanez telling Partisan, don't Twitter finger me, boy. We done had this encounter and you ain't did nothing about it. Okay, don't try to act like you ready to do something about it now. And that's what Tory Lanez is saying to Partisan. You know, it ain't my beef. I'm just recapping it. All right. So then a reporter from the New York Post says, fake news alert. Any reports of Tory Lanez's DNA not being found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case are false. Today's pretrial hearing was just postponed to April 5th, and that was a fake news tweet that was sent out before the hearing even started. Okay. And then that was a response to him saying that the DNA results from the prosecution, which is very pleasing. Now, this reporter was saying that it was only postponed to April 5th, which is not true. Okay. There was discussion of DNA and whether or not, you know, they were seeking out the findings of DNA and things like that. That was mentioned. So what this reporter who tried to call out Akademiks, she is now saying stuff that's not true because it was postponed, but that wasn't the only portion of it. They did have discussion, and when you have your discovery and you have your evidence that you have and they have evidence that they have, those things are being admitted in as well. So it's not just only a postponement. There is other moving parts of it as well and things being introduced. So she's trying to call out Akademiks, but she's halfway right, but not all the way right. Okay. Meg Thee Stallion then responds to Tory Lanez, and she says, effing two best friends. Nigga, you shot me. You know what you would do. You were apologizing for. You keep putting the narrative out that me and my friend fell out about you, and that's not true. Why are you skipping over the shooting? Just admit you shot me because she definitely ain't do it, and I ain't shoot my damn self. Okay? So she was replying to him saying that he effed two best friends, and that's what he was apologizing for. And she's saying that he needs to stop trying to throw in her face that he slept with both of them, and he needs to stick to the facts because she said she didn't shoot herself, but she ain't denied that he was sleeping with both of them. But it's also been confirmed by Kelsey. Kelsey already admitted that they both were sleeping with them. So I don't know why she's saying that they didn't fall out for that reason either, because now Meg is not all the way telling the truth, because Meg, you and Kelsey did fall out behind Tory Lanez. That's a lie, Megan. If you're going to call him out for lying, state the facts. Don't lie. Now, if you want to say he shot you, then say he shot you. But saying that you didn't fall out with your friend behind him is a lie, because after this situation happened, you guys fell out behind him. That is the facts. Okay. So then Akademiks comes forward and he basically clarifies that he misspoke. So he then goes on Twitch and he basically somebody in the chat said, did her homegirl say that? Yes, her homegirl made a whole diss record and she basically went live and she talked about this, and she talked about it in a record and a song and stuff like that. So anyways, so Akademiks then went on Twitch and he basically admitted that he misspoke about the DNA, and then he clarified about the whole inconclusive statement. So let me pull that up.
Listen, I'm not here I'm not like litigating this case. I'm going on facts. Just don't be coming at niggas who's saying factual shit. Maybe the factual shit I'm saying doesn't appease your timeline or what your story is. By the way, I reported things in terms of what you said or whatever that didn't probably appease Tory. You know what Tory got to do? Remember we fell out. Got to hold that. I'm trying to be here to try to pick out the shit that isn't maybe the common narrative.
All right. So basically, right there, he's saying that he said stuff that Tory didn't like as it pertains to this case, and Tory just held it. And now that he's saying stuff that she doesn't like, he's saying like, "Don't get mad at me. I'm saying stuff on both sides." So that's pretty much what he's saying right there. Let's play some more of it.
So let's go to it. All right. All right. So okay, let me just put this back. Meg, I understand you're the victim in this case, so I also want to control my tone. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hyped up not because of you and Tory. I'm hyped up because I don't like when people like really come at me thinking I'm like these little low down dirty bloggers. I'm really not into that type of stuff. So I don't want my tone to be seeming like I'm trying to bully you, intimidate you, harass you, or even like call you a liar. That's like nothing I said Meg's a liar. Never said that.
He said nothing I said Meg's a liar. Boy, everything you said that Meg was a liar. He said nothing I said that Meg was a liar. I mean, yeah, it did. It did.
And that's why I deleted and reposted my actual tweet, because here's the thing, and I'll give it all up. So I seen with my own eyes, and I knew this before today. The prosecutor sent over DNA results from their analysis of the gun. They sent it over. They give it to Tory. They got a copy. That's how it goes. That's discovery. We're letting you know what we got. This is what we got. I've seen this. Now, before you try to get Tory locked up, I was there when the shit came through. So I seen it. Okay? I don't have no copies of it. I'm not about to put it up. I ain't trying to get Tory locked up. Okay. Now, because I know you're trying to bait me, because I think that's what his last one is, right? Like, yo, wait, how do you know? Big act, little act. Why would you post there was no... okay, all right. And by the way, see, you got to be humble enough. That's why I corrected my first tweet, because I tried to simplify it in reporting the news. But let me just say, she said, why would you post there was no DNA, but now saying it's inconclusive? Well, let me answer that to you, Meg. In a court of law, if you can't prove it, it's not what you know, is what you could prove. Inconclusive, okay, you're right. Technically doesn't mean there's no DNA found. It's saying they can't conclude that Tory is Tory's DNA on the weapon and he had possession of it. That's the whole point. It's not what you know, it's what you could prove. You did get...
So that is him explaining it. And actually, I don't really think that it's a matter of I feel like the reason why it may be inconclusive is because if the matter is DNA, and if his DNA is going to be on the weapon or not, I don't really think that is a good gauge of whether he shot her or not for that night, being that it's his weapon. So, for instance, I am a gun owner myself. I have handled my gun on multiple occasions when I've gone to the gun range. And if I go to the gun range and I hold my gun, I load my bullets, my DNA is going to be on the gun, So I just listening to it, I think that perhaps the reason why it's inconclusive is because a more accurate gauge of whether he shot her that night or not would be if there was gunshot residue on his person. Now, his DNA being on the weapon or not being on the weapon that kind of really kind of cancels it out because it's his gun. So his gun would be on there. So I don't really think that that is a good gauge of whether he shot her or not. And I think that's why you can't really determine just because his DNA is on the weapon that he shot her that night, because it's his weapon, because his DNA is going to be on the weapon. You know, I feel like a better gauge, and I feel like that's probably why it's inconclusive. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, if I have a gun, I load my gun in my car, and they don't test me for GSR, but then later they try to see if my DNA is on there. You can't conclude that I used the weapon by just seeing if my DNA is on there, because my DNA is going to be on there because it's my weapon, you know? So I haven't heard any reporting of any gunshot residue reporting. There has not been any type of statement that said that he had gunshot residue on him from what I read. Um Thank you for the donation. K Bragg says, remember during the Rittenhouse trial, the dude who grabbed the barrel of Kyle's gun and admitted he did grab it, DNA wasn't on the gun too. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation. You said you haven't heard because you can read, you choose to look at other media. If you have seen a statement from the DA where it said that he had gunshot residue on his person, you can email me at neekatnight1@gmail.com, and you can send it and we'll look at it live here on the show. Or you can send it to my DM on Instagram, which is neekatnight_. If you have a reporting from an actual credible source, you are more than welcome to send it to neekatnight_ on Instagram or on my email. I'll check it right now if you'd like us to go over that. But I have not seen that. Okay. 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 I have not seen that, baby boy. I haven't seen it, baby booski. All right. So then there was another update from this reporter, and she updates and says y'all funny in the chat. All right, so boom, let's get back to it. All right, so then there was an update, and this person says, update. I have this transcript from the court reporter. That is what Tory Lanez's attorney said. We are in the process of actually retaining an expert with respect to DNA. It is our hope that we will be able to review and confirm the LAPD's analysis, which from our standpoint was favorable. The precise nature of the LAPD analysis and its results were not disclosed or described. There is a discovery protective order on this case, so it's not public. So what she's saying is they have sealed the records of what they have in discovery. So that part has not been made public. But what they did talk about in court was that they were going to be getting an expert to go over what they found for as it pertains to DNA. Okay. And Akademiks reposted that, and then he said, where are my hot girls at? But what she said did not really back up what it didn't really back up what Akademiks said, for real. So I don't know what he was what he was talking about. So then Tory Lanez says Ak is telling no lies. Okay. He said he ain't lying. Okay. And then Keke Palmer chimed in, and she said Disrespecting women has just become a sport. Double points if you do it publicly. It makes me so sick because it's always a joke until something happens. But even then, it's just a viral moment to most. Now, she seemingly was responding to the back and forth between Akademiks, Meg Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez. And for that, um, I feel like everything is a situation by situation basis. If I am a woman who is accusing somebody or I'm saying something, I feel like that person has a right to defend themselves. And if a person, and vice versa. So if this person is saying, I did something and I'm saying I did not do it, and this person has their story, I should be able to have my story. I don't think that just because Meg Thee Stallion is a woman, that a person can't defend themselves. Now, when it comes to Akademiks, he did misspeak and he didn't really speak correctly, but at the end of the day, nobody wants the jacket of I'm a liar blogger. You know, we see the bloggers who get up here and you just tell total lies and you totally fabricate stuff. Nobody wants that on their jacket. So, Akademiks to me was just defending himself and doubling down on no, there was a mention of DNA. He just misspoke. Now, he did misspeak, but he wasn't totally 100% off base. He just did not word it correctly. So, I feel like, is able to defend his integrity to that point, even though, Meg is a woman. He is able to defend his integrity as a blogger, in my opinion. If somebody's saying I'm telling 100% lies, I could come back and clarify and defend it and say, hey, I did misspeak. I didn't really say it the right way, but there was an inconclusive amount, and this is my understanding of it. Akademiks is not an expert. He is not a legal expert. So as bloggers, we just saying what it looks like from our interpretation. Now, did he get a little spicy? Yes, absolutely did. He got a little spicy. But I don't feel like just because it's a woman or a man dynamic that, women could just say stuff, but then a man can't defend himself and vice versa. If a man is saying spicy shit, a girl should be able to say her stance in her defense and back and forth. That's just my opinion about it. But now that we've gone through that, it's time for the calls to call in. I want to know what y'all think. Let me put the call-in number on the screen. Okay. And I want to know what y'all think about this. Where is my call-in number? Oh, here we go. And let me check if homeboy sent me this receipts that he said he's seen that I ain't looking in the right spot. While I open up the call lines, the call-in line is on the screen. 563-999-3643 is the call-in number. Now, the way we're gonna do this going forward is
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 39 seconds.
All right. So there's two ways to call in to the show to give your opinion. If you call in, you can call and you can dial this number right here on the screen. If you want to come via video, you can click the StreamYard link. Now, I'm going to put the StreamYard link in
Your
the
show
chat.
will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. The StreamYard link.
Blog Talk Radio.
I don't know why they gotta have all that hoopla when the show is starting. Like, y'all get enough money a month for without all of the extras when somebody's trying to start a damn show. Anyways, if you want to be on video, the StreamYard link is only for you to if you want to be on video. Do not click the link if you are not on video. I am only screening people who call in with the phone number. No anonymous calls. Or if you want to be on video, you hit the link. All right. Call-in numbers on the screen. Let's see. 0235. Hello?
Hi, Neat.
Hey.
This is a mess. Personally, I really believe that Megan shot herself, and that Rock Nation is forcing her to go against Tory just so that she doesn't have to deal with the embarrassment. And personally, she's just a mess. Like, why? Oh my gosh, she just really pisses me off because she used Chelsea. Her father had like huge connections. Her friendship with Chelsea was never real. So I really believe that she was trying to be done with her, and I think that Tory just added fuel to the fire by messing with both of them. And I believe that Chelsea needs to speak up and just dead all of this, because it's just a bunch of speculation. There's no, like, when when Megan told spread those DMs or whatever, she didn't give out the context of it. What was he sorry for? You know what I'm saying? So I think they should just shut up and just wait for court.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's all I gotta say.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So moving on. I see people in the backstage. Y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't following directions. If you want to be on camera, hit the StreamYard link. The StreamYard link is only for if you want to be on camera. If you want to call in and you don't want to be on camera, you have to call the call-in number. That's the way the shows are going to be ran. Cannibal Cage, hey, how are you?
What's up, Nate? Look, I fuck with you. I mess with you. I love you. But listen, I feel like this. I feel like, and I'm gonna only speak shortly, and I'm gonna go back to the chat because they lit. But I feel like the dude did what he did, and it's messed up because he was probably smashing both of them, and he don't want to tell the truth. And I think that's foul, bro. Just tell the truth, live in your truth. That's the only. I mean, like at first I didn't believe Meg, but now I believe her. But I mean, it's iffy. It's iffy. It's iffy. It's iffy.
I think he did tell the truth about saying that he smashed both of them. You think he should tell the truth about shooting her? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that he should just. I mean, well, they got court, so I can't really say, but I think that he should tell. He look like a clown right now. Tell you the truth, basically, he looked like he in the water. He in the hot water. He in the hot seat. So I'm picking the chick side. That's how I'm coming. So I don't. If I was in the courtroom, look, I'm going with Megan and John. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to call into your chat. I love it. I love it. It be lit. I had this on my face.
All right, thank you. You trying to take a swing at the girls? You wanted the girls to see you? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it be. It be a lot of Jones on here. What's
I
up,
mean,
lady?
you ain't giving the girls a good impression because you got us looking at your beard. Bring the camera up so we can see your face, not the bottom of your chin. We
All right, look, I'm right here. Because I'm looking at the TV and
you
it got my bad side. I'm left-handed, so it's catching my right
okay.
side.
Well, give the girls your good side. What's your good side? Show us your good
My
side.
le-
Your good
my
angle.
left my left side. Hold on, let me see. I can't get it right. I'm holding the phone with my right hand.
Okay,
Got you.
show us both sides so that way they see one of the good sides.
I see myself on the TV. Let me see.
Is that your good side?
Yeah, it's my good side.
All right. Tell them how they can find you since you want to take a swing at the ladies.
At Cannibal Cage, Instagram, Zamira Cage, Facebook, SoundCloud, Cannibal Cage, Zamira Cage.
All right, ladies, he showed y'all his good side. And thank you for calling in.
You already.
All right. 9081, hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hey. How
Hello?
you doing? Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. The problem for me is that everyone is like, oh, y'all need to wait until the evidence come out in the court of law, which is fine. That's definitely a fair perspective. The issue is that they're taking a side of Tory and then saying that simultaneously, which doesn't match. And then it's the fact that I feel like Black women are always asked to prove everything that they have to say, but when things like this happen to Black men, everyone's quick to jump to their defense and they're perpetual victims. And I'm not saying that there aren't cases in which that's warranted, but I'm just saying it's not a level playing field, and that's not fair to me.
All right. Speak to how you feel. You feel like she should not have to prove this against him?
No, I think that she definitely should. In terms of legalities, yeah, of course. But I'm saying people are quick to say, "Oh, don't pick a side," and they're picking Tory's side and saying she's lying and, "Oh, it looks like her foot was cut." None of y'all have degrees in forensic evidence. And then a lot of people will take things and run with it and don't really look at the technicalities. Like they'll say things like, "Oh, well, there was no GSR found on Tory," but really, if you look at it, GSR is not fully conclusive and it can land on bystanders as well and other surrounding objects. It also depends on the trajectory in which the gun was shot and all of these other things, which is why these folks need to stop acting like they know what they're talking about because they're just taking things out of context that they don't even know it applies the way they think it does.
All right. You feel like people should take a more neutral approach.
Not neutral. I think people should be logical. People should look at the facts, but know how to examine the facts because people will say, "Oh, I'm just going off facts." And it's like, yeah, but you're not using the facts in context.
What facts?
That's a big
Can
difference.
you walk us through what facts they should be looking at with logic?
Well, like I just mentioned, the GSR thing. And I see a lot of men saying that, which I find to be interesting. There are a lot of women that will jump on that as well. But I feel like with the gunshot residue, that's one of the things they're like, oh, well, there was no gunshot residue found on him. So that means that he didn't shoot her. And that's not necessarily true. Now, I do agree that people
What
should,
facts should
you
they
know,
be analyzing? What are the facts that they should be going off of then? Because you said you can't
well,
go off of the
even
GSR,
just
so
looking at
that's not something that they can go off of. What is the logical look that they should go off of?
well, I'm
What
not saying
should
they can't go off of it. I'm just saying it's not conclusive. Like it's not 100%. Like you can't just say, okay, well, there's no GSR found,
No,
so he's
you said
innocent
that
because
you said people need to look at the facts and look at it with like logic. So I'm asking you what specific facts should they be looking at and engaging their opinion off of? Like what are the specifics?
even looking at the fact that she like okay, I will be honest and say she lied at first when she was when the whole thing first happened and the police were questioning her and things like that, but she did mention why she lied. Now it does ruin a person's credibility, but that doesn't mean that she's lying about being shot. I feel like she really wanted to protect Tory because she did mention this happened in 2020 at the height of a lot of police shootings and riots and chaos, and she was scared, which people don't really take into account. When you're really in a traumatic type of situation and you're fearful, then you might say anything. You don't know how you're going to react. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse to defend or protect someone. I do think she should have just pretty much been honest and told the police that she was shot by Tory. But I think that she didn't expect for people to start blaming her and things of that nature. So she got really upset and angry and started wanting to defend herself. And really, there's been situations like that in life where people will get blamed for something and everyone thinks that they're lying. And they know them and God know that they're not lying. I really think that it's one of those situations. But,
All
we'll
right.
see what happens in court.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
Thanks.
We're gonna go to 6538 is gonna be next. If you guys want to come on the show and you want to be on video, then click the StreamYard link. If you want to call in, call the call-in number. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, who's speaking?
Oh, it's King Neptune. I called in a few shows ago
Oh, hey, how
when
you
we were
doing?
talking about Kanye West. I'm fine. I feel like it's hard to believe who is telling the truth and who's not. I kind of don't care anymore. I'm really just like you, tired of hearing about it. If you ain't gonna tell everything, then just quit talking about it. But really and truly, this also is coming from two very messy people. Now, Tory Lanez, no, he didn't have no business messing around with Megan and her friend around the same time, but then also trying to get with Kylie on the low. He just strikes me as somebody that's really messy, trying to see how many he can F just so he can run back and tell the boys, oh, I got this girl and her sister and her cousin, whatever. Then on Megan's side, she's done a lot of shady things in the past. I know this is a little unrelated, but it shows her character whenever, she acted like she was so cool with Nicki Minaj, and then she dissed Cardi B, and then ended up being cool with Cardi B and doing a song with her. But then again, she gets mad at the baby, and doesn't keep the same energy whenever he does a song with Tory Lanez. But you didn't have that same energy whenever you did the same thing to Nicki. So, she just strikes me as somebody that's really messy. The girl drinks. I'm not trying to, shame her or victim shame or anything like that. We don't know what really happened. Let's not act like whenever it first came out, we heard like 3 different stories until, oh, he shot her. And then 2 weeks later, she's on stage and stuff like that. That's just how I feel about it. Now, I don't know the truth. I'm waiting around just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, I just rather them stop talking about it until it's done. Cardi B wasn't talking about Tasha K until that had finished. Now she can go ahead and troll Tasha K and be like, B better have my money and stuff like that all she wants because it's already done. See the difference?
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. 7789. Hello.
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. I'm loving your background. It's my first time calling since you changed everything up. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, please allow me to clown for at least 3 minutes before I get into the tea. Now, the
Okay,
whole
girl.
point
I
that
don't know
came
if we
up
gonna
with
be here long like that. Come on now, condense it down. But go
okay, well, I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna clown the homeboy with the box set on the stool for a second, child, because he just had me going.
Who had you going? What happened?
The homeboy that came up there talking about from his good side had the box fan sitting on the stool
Oh.
with the bed sheet hanging over the window. Child. Anyway, okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Tory and the whole Megan situation. What I need people to really understand, grasp, and gather is everything that's happened since this whole thing went down, right? What I really honestly feel is that either Rock Nation and or Megan Thee Stallion is using the prolonging of time. And when prolonging of time happens, people forget what happened. I'm the type of girl that is very detailed. I remember everything. When the situation happened, Meg, you were the first one to come out and say a crime has been done against me. You put the post out. Then you came out with the purple wig and said you shot me. Tory hasn't said anything up until that point. Not Tory. She's claiming other people. I don't know who these other people are, but not Tory. She's been having this whole campaign of Black women, we matter. When has she said that since? The whole performance that she had. I haven't heard her yell out no Black women nothing. We just had a Black woman die in jail. She ain't come rally behind her. So my thing is, it's all smoke and mirrors. Megan, what you need to do, honey, is you need to be quiet. Because what happened today, you didn't think was going to happen today. You wasn't expecting Tory to come out and get you together and give you a little bit of embarrassment. Okay? So what I think, what everybody needs to do is not look at just events that just happened today or it's happened a couple of months ago. Look at everything in its whole totality. Because Rock Nation and or Megan Thee Stallion is using time, the prolonging of time, so that y'all can forget things that happen. Don't forget things that happen. Remember everything. That will come to the conclusion as to why, in my opinion, and I am a Black woman, I'll also rally behind my Black men as well.
All right.
I'm not the type of woman that's going to allow someone to lie on a Black man. Because Black men are what we need in the community.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
you said you don't want nobody to lie on a black man because black, what you said?
Because black men are needed in the community. And I think people just allow like this prolongation of time for them to forget what actually happened from the beginning, because we like to say we want to rally behind a black woman. Yes, we should rally behind our black women, but let's also rally behind our black men as well. So the first time a black man is done wrong, we want to get up and give out and come out and protest. But in this situation, we forget who the opponent is. We forget that Tory is a black man. We forget that.
I
So
think
we
that
don't
we
stand up for
are
our community.
I don't think that anybody forgets that he's black. I mean, everybody in this story is black. I think we all know that they're black.
Yeah, I'm just saying how everybody is trying to rally behind her and go past with the facts are the facts. The fact that she lied about getting shot in 2 feet for once. Let's go back to that. That came out. No, you were not shot in 2 feet, and that you were possibly grazed, or the bullet didn't really hit you for real. Oh, now the bullet fragments have disappeared. Come on now, people. This is LA County. Let's not forget where this happened. Things don't just disappear. You're a black man and you shoot anybody, black, white, Latina, Asian, in LA, you're not about to be walking around scot-free, going on trips and being able to move around like you want to move around. Let's just be clear, people. Let's just be clear. So that's all I have to say. Again, your background is beautiful. You are always
Thank
lovely,
you.
and I hope you all have a good evening.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, babe.
All right, bye-bye. 2387, hello?
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of your show. I think you're beautiful, by the
Thank
way,
you. I
and I'm
appreciate that.
always watching.
Thank
Now,
you.
just to keep it really quick and simple, I just want to remind people, because I agree with the last caller, absolutely. In the very beginning, when this happened, nobody was really on Tory's side. Majority of the people, we condemned him, including myself, because I wanted to believe, that Megan, somebody who I liked as an artist, of course, she's a female, all those things kind of came into play. There was nobody really on Tory's side. But once the details started coming out, it was sketchy. So my only thing was, in the beginning, I wasn't going to condemn Tory off of something that just didn't sound completely, believable to me personally. I just didn't want to do that. And that's what happened. But one thing that I wanted to point out, one of Megan's last tweets, she was, going back and forth with AK, and she mentioned that, so now Tory's lawyer is showing documents that no one else has seen, even though that is a part of the, motion of discovery that the prosecution has to pass over. What about her medical records that was shared with the Shade Room that no one else seen? Because when the initial reports came out, the Shade Room is the one who reported on there being bullets that were actually removed from her feet. They said specifically they saw her medical report. So unless somebody broke HIPAA laws or Megan herself provided them with those records, why weren't anybody else privy to those? Not TMZ. No one else has ever made mention of that. So I think she needs to really just sit back and be careful what she says, because again, like the last caller said, she said a lot of things in the beginning, and because a lot of time has passed, I don't think people are remembering. But of course, we, the people who either take notes or are vivid watchers of, shows like yourself, we keep up with these type of things. And she said things that, number one, we found out that she was lying. You weren't shot in both of your feet. We don't even really know if she's actually even been shot. And one of the other callers before, I just really wanted to touch on something that she said. And I find that I take up a problem with Megan on this issue, because you threw out the narrative of protect Black women. And so now you have a lot of people saying, oh, well, let's not just stand up for Tory. Everybody's on his side. No. A lot of people were not on Tory's side. And now, because of the narrative that she painted, I'm a Black woman, protect Black women. I've been shot. I was unarmed. you threw out those key words to play on people's emotions. So now I think that no matter what is going to happen, you're always going to have those people who are still going to believe no matter what that this man, harmed her in that way. And I do think that if it is proven in a court of law that Tory did not commit these acts, then she should be held liable, because he did miss out on, I'm sure lots of revenue behind all these things. So I just wanted to say that I think she should be very careful and, continuing to speak, because she's, tripping herself up, and, we the people are paying attention. And that's all I wanted to say. I enjoy your show, and thank you for letting me speak.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So that's the last caller of the night. As far as the call-in, if anybody else wants to come and get on video, you could click the link. But in the meantime, I'm going to play a little bit of what Akademiks had to say, and then we are going to wrap the video. He went live talking about this, I believe. So hold up. Let me go to the 1 hour mark. Oops.
I don't even know if it was true. I must be off a bean.
All right, let me bring it back some. Akademiks.
And that goes for all you other rappers too. So let's not make it like a female thing. All you other rappers too. You complain about your label, I want to hear you talk. Don't really respect you, other than they do a song with you just hopefully get the female audience. They don't. Everybody you competed for a Grammy or whatever the fuck awards you competed with, they don't respect your art. They think you're a choreographer. You're just a dancing chick, a twerker. They don't respect your art. So who's the little nigga? Meg Thee Stallion? Me or you? Because you don't own shit. You don't get no respect from nobody. Who's the little nigga? Until you get your fucking catalog from 1501, shut up. Don't you ever talk about me like that, yo. It's a fucking rapper? You're a fucking rapper. You don't own shit. You can't even tell when your music will come out. Oh my God, I just made the best songs for the hottie, but this guy won't let me put it out. Please help me. You a fucking peon in the game. You're on TMZ every month begging to get your music out from a judge.
He is a little bit too spicy. He a little too spicy now. I ain't gonna lie now. He ain't gonna have this energy for a man. I will not tell no lies to y'all. He ain't gonna get up there and pump this Cash Money ish to no man. But we'll listen to a little bit more.
You're a fucking peon. And that goes for all you other rappers too. So let's not make it like a female thing. All you other rappers too. You complain about your label, I want to hear you talk. Don't shit on no bloggers and nothing like this. We independent media, my nigga. Don't try to shit on nobody. If you can't put your music out, you complain about another nigga own your shit. Sit there, man up, and go own your shit. You see why Kanye do what he does? He owns his shit now, finally. Remember when he posted his whole record contract? Because he's trying to buy his shit the fuck back. But he was never free like how he's free now. It's the reason why he says, I'm not putting my shit on nowhere else but STEM. You can't even put your shit out at all. Your shit is literally segregated to your fucking headphones.
Ciao. All right, so at the 1 hour mark, I guess he's gonna start talking about you said Ak has gone in like this on men. I don't know. I ain't never seen it. If he have, I mean, I will stand corrected. But what I will say in Akademiks' defense, even though he's a little bit extra spicy, I understand he's frustrated or whatever. He's a little extra spicy. But what I will say in his defense is he has been having this position against mainstream media versus independent media, and I feel like his position towards Meg is along the lines of arguments that he has been making recently. So recently he was talking about how in a previous stream that has nothing to do with Meg Thee Stallion, he was really upset with big media like BET and like the Hot 97 radio and like the big conglomerates, how they would try to block people in independent media like us YouTubers and would not give YouTubers a shot, and they would kind of suppress us. And so in a previous argument that he was making, and he's been making it recently, is he got it out the mud. He had to fight to be a force in media, and how all of these rappers, they don't really own nothing, and he owns everything. Like, he got it out the mud. People tried to block him. And so I feel like that's kind of where that passion is coming from, I will say, even though it's a little extra spicy. But I understand where his position is coming from.
And the hotties who are going to be just twerking in the fucking dark. Meg Thee Stallion must be off a being. Is this shit crazy? Meg, I'm gonna deconstruct your whole music career. You just gave me another person. When I'm done sinking my teeth into your fucking measly, disgusting, pathetic record contract and career, you're gonna say, I should have just ignored that, like everybody else said. We'll see. Chat. Let me not bring up my previous victories. Chat, y'all know what happens. We'll see. We'll see, Meg. Chat, make sure y'all save these little Instagram stories about Meg. Every day when I get up, I'm gonna make sure I run to the studio with these in mind.
He is extra.
Meg, step drunk. Your bars up. We not believing the sympathy shit. Step the bars up. The twerking, the novelty of that is done. Step your bars up. Go back to the story. Okay. So, Meg and her friend, they find out. You ever heard this song? I got a remix. I know y'all like this guy, and I ain't co-signing nothing this guy's ever done. Okay? Here you go.
Oop, not him playing music. Hold up.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Meg.
We might have missed some of what he said because I had to skip past the music.
Trying to go at what was quote unquote said in court. How about ask Rolling Stone to ask for the DNA test? Like Meg has neither admitted there was a DNA test or admitted that it was lies about the DNA test being conclusive. We don't give a fuck what was saying in court. Sorry. We don't care. Was a DNA test submitted to the defense and put on record in court so the judge can see it, that it's available in court, that says we ran a DNA report. We swabbed Tory Lanez's mouth. We ran it against the weapon that was allegedly used. And we could not conclude that his DNA was on said weapon. Hey, listen, and whoever this Nancy Dillon person is, nigga, literally, Tory's lawyer literally said this in court. Nigga, I feel like you got this woman to send Tory to jail. I get it. Tory's lawyer literally said this to jail. No. Tory's lawyer literally said this in court. hey, judge, we want to adjourn to a later date. We're gonna get a detective to comb through phone records and also text messages. And we just got receipt of DNA results from the prosecution that is pleasing to our client. They
Child,
did not show the DNA evidence in court.
they got me sitting here getting sleepy on this. All right, y'all. I was gonna try to listen and hear him out, but child, once the yawn done came down, it's time to go. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Let's talk about it down below. We back in the same center of it. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Do y'all want me to do a part 2 and slow down and talk about the Tommy Sotomayor thing and let y'all call in, or should we just move on to the next thing? We over it. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all want me to go live and talk about the Tommy Sotomayor thing again so that we could call in and talk about it since I was rushing yesterday? Or are we the people over it? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Do y'all want a part 2? You said you went too fast the first time. Part 2, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed your super chats. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the donations. Thank you. Yeah, part 2. All right, so I'll end this. Let me go. Child, I need to go to McDonald's and get one of them McDonald's Sprites that have you sip the Sprite and then you just get all types of energy. All right, so we'll do a part 2. Give me about an hour. Let me go do some jumping jacks or something. I don't know. Give me about an hour. I'll come back and we'll do part 2.